What it do, my YouTube family? It's your boy Brooklyn Light back at it with another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 beta gameplay. But before we start, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button real quick, and let's get this video going. Well guys, week 2 of the beta is slowly approaching, and when this video goes up, it should be Thursday, meaning the beta should be coming out tomorrow, or if not, actually today. You know, I feel they will release it early again just for us to get our game on. And you know, and with that said, the first week of the Black Ops 4 beta definitely was a very fulfilling week. It definitely had its bugs, it definitely had its glitches, it definitely had its mistakes. And with that said, you know, a lot of Call of Duty YouTubers and a lot of people just in general have reached out to Treyarch and letting them know what certain issues, some issues from little to huge issues the game actually had, and hopefully they patch those things up and week 2 will be a lot more fun and a lot less, you know, chaos with the issues that were obviously alive in week 1. With that said, this video is obviously my personal opinions. If you differ from them, that's okay. If I forget to mention something, that's okay too. Just remind me what I probably forgot in the comment section below, and let's get this video going, man. For me, you know, one of the things that really had me annoyed in week 1 was just the inconsistency, you know, with gunfights. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like sometimes with the time to kill, I understand that it is longer, and that's fine, you know, and all. With the self-healing, that's all good. But I just felt like sometimes it took, let's say, 6 bullets to kill somebody, another time it took 7, 8, 9, 10 bullets to kill somebody, you know? So you're just shooting these guys sometimes, and it's like, dude, like, how is it not registering on the head? I'm aiming for the head. This game doesn't have that much recoil, which is, I love that it doesn't have that, by the way. But with that said, you know, I would like to see more consistent gunfights at least, you know? Moving on, definitely the spawns, man. Like, I'm a domination player, I'm a kill confirm player. You know, I don't play hardpoint too much until this game forced me to play it right here in the beta, so we get wrecked right there. But with that said, you know, I don't play hardpoint at all, but for me the spawns are still messed up in hardpoint. I'm like looking at the mini map and seeing where the squad is at, and people are still spawning, like they're coming from behind. You know, in domination, if you have the A flag and B flag, people are still spawning at A. And hopefully, man, you know, they could just fix those up and make it a lot more smoother and a lot more, I don't want to say predictable, because people are like, oh, well, then you want to spawn trap. Well, that's how the domination's always been, you know. You could kind of justify where people are going to spawn at, where they're going to be at, faster than like other modes like a TDM or a hard point for that matter. So hopefully they fix these spawns up, you know, in every game mode. I didn't really play too much Chaos TDM, so I can't really tell you if that one was chaotic with the spawns. You know, third on the list. And by the way, this list is nothing, you know, it's not in no particular order. These are just, I'm just telling you like my top whatever that I feel like it needs to be, you know, at least tweaked and fixed a little bit. Moving on, going on to the streak buffs, man. Like, the streaks were definitely weak. It's sad that the that the RC car was one of the most successful streaks in the game. But with that said, there comes issues. So let's just start off, man. You know, like the RC car itself, you know, like as dominant that it was in the week 1 beta, it still had some issues with it and bugs. Like the RC car was getting stuck on just anything, you know, like it would just blow up sometimes randomly. Sometimes, again, it would just get stuck on the smallest, like a little pebble, a little rock in the way. And just controlling it, it felt different than past Call of Duty. It's like I was confused and lost using this RC car until I finally got used to it. And then right here I'm trying to call it in, as you can see. But definitely running into a whole lot of things, and hopefully they fix that up. I'm not going to go through every kill streak, because every kill streak needed one, or score streak. But, you know, little ones, you know, like care packages. Calling in care packages was a mother effort, you know, like just to get the care package to come in, you know, or to drop it, to where in past games, obviously it was always like that until we reached the future CODs. I remember Infinite Warfare did it best in a future Call of Duty, I feel, where it would float to you no matter whether you were indoor or outdoor, it still would come to you. And I felt like that was an awesome, you know, addition to the game. And I feel like, you know, I feel like Treyarch should add that into their game based off how much indoor maps so far we got in the beta. Like, a lot of chaos in these maps take place indoors, and the outdoors don't really get that much love out here in these beta maps. Getting all tongue twisted. Moving on, let me see what else. just in general, I feel like Cold-Blooded was a big mistake to have in the game to start off. You know, like Cold-Blooded should have never been early. So that's, you know, that's another reason as to why kill streaks or score streaks are a lot weaker right now in the beta. Just based off that, because you don't really see any red boxes or anything. So it's too late to turn back the hands of time now that Cold-Blooded has already started. But when the game releases, I hope that Cold-Blooded is not in the early levels, and hopefully it's down. If the level cap is 50 or 55, hopefully it's down to level 45 or level 50 itself to unlock it. Just to give these score streaks definitely some time or room to do damage, you know. Definitely the specialists need some tweaking. I feel like, you know, the Nomad's dog, which I do call in this gameplay, does sometimes it was inconsistent, and that's the thing. I think just everything in the game needs more consistent, you know, balance with it, and more consistent, you know, outcomes when you call these things in. The Nomad's dog, for example, you know, sometimes you call it in, it'll rake and do some kills. Other times he'll just stand right by the enemy and not even attack the enemy. You know, like, you know, like the bar doesn't fill up too fast unless you feel like you're going in, or if you have the special equipment, you know, that goes along with it. You know, the equipment category, which I still don't remember the name of, which has obviously the sensor, the body armor, the hardline perk, basically, and basically you can get your specialist ability and, you know, and weapon a lot sooner or more often. So I feel like they definitely need to, you know, upgrade that with the dog actually being more of a threat. You know, he does take a lot of ammo to kill. Maybe they should nerf it a bit, but hey. Let me see what else we need. Oh, the barbed wire from Torque, is it? Or Crash? I'm not sure who it is. Like the barbed wire that he throws down, that thing is it takes so long to destroy, in my opinion, with the SMGs or even assault rifles. Maybe with LMG it'll destroy it a lot sooner. But with the majority of the guns being used, being submachine guns and assault rifles, you know, hopefully they could at least nerf it a little bit and it not be so strong for you to destroy. It shouldn't take 3 to 4 clips from an SMG to take that down, you know. Moving on, faster loading screens. There was times when match would end and I would just be there and it would literally say like 70 seconds, you know, 70 plus seconds, sometimes 80 seconds, and then it'll just start ticking down. I'm like, bro, like, this is taking forever, you know. And that's just me looking at the screen. It's possibly that could have been longer.
Bruh.
Moving on, let's see. You know, hopefully a little tweak and more gun balancing. Again, the game is definitely SMG dominant. You know, I tried to use assault rifles, but I kept switching out, man. Like the MX-9 and the Spitfire are definitely dominating the game right now. So hopefully a little tweaks could change things up. And for my personal takes on things, hopefully they could add at least one more perk to each tier. I think that would be pretty cool and pretty dope. And my goodness, hardcore mode would be amazing if they could add it. They did it for World War II, I believe, but it would be so cool if they could do this in Black Ops 4. But yeah, guys, that's my, you know, my little list right here that I, you know, put together. You know, if I miss anything, make sure to comment on the down in the section below. Leave any feedback. It's your boy Brooklyn Knight signing out. Peace.